everybody, and welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show. I have to be a little extra loud because we're sharing mics today. We didn't even do a mic check, Star.
Coach, Carl, look at the background.
Oh,
look at where we are.
I love it.
I'm in lane 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in lane 5, of course. You know, we got a special guest. That's why we got this awesome background. Star, that's amazing. I love it. Absolutely amazing.
We are on the track at Gordonwood Stadium.
To your mom.
I'm in lane 3. Isn't that the
No,
fast
you're
lane?
you're lane 4. I'm 5.
Okay. Well, the fast guy's going lane 4 first.
Yeah, it's because you're younger.
Oh.
I'm second. You would be 4th, Carl. So it's 4, 5, 3, 6, 2, 7. Right? Did I miss one?
Yes.
1, 8.
All right, we're trying to figure this out.
That's how you rank in order. So if you go to track meet and you're watching the final heat and you don't know who's the fastest, well, they put the fastest in 4, second fastest in 2, third fastest in 3, and on out this
Well,
way.
I should be in 4 then.
That's what.
I got a Taco Tuesday for a Star.
Man,
Yeah. No.
I think we should
I'm
have.
ready, man.
I think we should have Stuck, Carl, Star, and Randy race in the. We'll run them.
Bonnet.
I love it.
Yes.
We'll have them in the blue bonnet.
Celebrities.
Yeah,
Celebrity
celebrity 20-yard dash.
That's right.
Hey, I'm all game
Hey.
for that.
I'm penciling it in right now.
Put it down.
I'll put
No,
it in.
20-yard dash, a celebrity run.
We'll even give Star a 5-yard back start.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Hey, if you're serious, we'd be there. Little 20-yard
Well, I don't
dash.
think we couldn't make it happen because we could. It'd be real
Have
easy.
the ambulance on standby.
Yeah, we have.
Need the ambulance.
Randy
Yeah.
all of a sudden says, I got stuff to do. I got a ball game to call. Give me a game, any game.
Y'all could do. I'm telling you, you could do a 30-yard, 35-yard, 40-yard dash.
Okay.
We'll get some blocks up there and everything.
Okay. We might have to think Stuck.
I like the 20 better.
Star.
Yeah.
Dudley will do it. He's game for anything. Anybody do the truffle shuffle on the screen?
Yeah, if Randy can't make it, we'll get Mike Black.
No, he can't. Randy can't get it opt out. We got 8 lanes. So you can bring 4 more friends.
Randy's doing it.
Man.
You can bring 4 more friends.
Oh, I can just see that now. Which one of us falls first? Okay. Yeah, there we go. And of course, we are going to talk track today with boys coach Andy Howard. How are you, by the way,
We're
sir?
doing awesome. It's a great week.
It is.
We got great weather for a couple meets coming up, and we're excited about it.
All right, we'll talk about the Blue Bonnets here in a few moments. And man, coach, it was a busy day last night. Little soccer, baseball, softball. And tell us about it.
Sorry, Amber.
Amber alert going off. All of our phones at the same time.
Soccer goes to Stephenville and plays. The boys dropped their match 4-0. Coach Swansea said we're going back to work today, which is all you can do. The girls, pleased with them. They were ahead of their match 2-1 for the longest, Coach told me, and wound up scoring late on a goal to the top corner to tie it up, and they lost in the shootout. Very pleased with the way they played, she said. Really thinks they have an opportunity to get them when they come to Brownwood. You're talking about a team that's won the state championship recently. You know, a top-notch state team, and for our girls to get out there and compete against them and feel like they sort of let the game go is big. So really proud of the growth that they're having and the confidence they're having. So good job to them. Softball played San Angelo Central last night, 6A program. I learn all the time you can't judge a book by its cover. Those little girls from San Angelo came out there. You know, they're a big 6A school. They got lots to choose from. And does that mean anything? Sure it does. When you got a lot more volume to pick 9 and put them out there on the diamond. But those girls didn't look like much of anything. When they got out there to play, let me tell you, they are a top-notch softball team. They're going to do well in their district. They could hit from top to bottom in the order. They had a little girl sitting out there on the mound that just threw darts, man. She was something special. Knew they were going to be pretty good because their JV won, and their JV had a dominant pitcher. Not a JV pitcher. She could start on most people's varsity, but they were successful as well. So our girls dropped that match 14-1, but they played, I hate to say that, they played decent softball. We never say we did a good job and got beat. But they got out there and fought. They battled, got themselves some opportunities. We made some mistakes, but we did put the ball in play. We threw strikes. We made plays. The bottom line is when they're making base hits, there's not much you can do about that. So San Angelo earned what they got, and you got to give them credit for that. But it's a great iron sharpens iron. So our girls got to.
You know your microphone fell off. I hope everybody's been hearing
We
that.
need to start over.
No, we're okay.
Okay.
I'll crank up the volume.
Sorry.
I was wondering. I was looking for your mic and it was laying on the. Okay, so softball.
You acting like Robert Conrad and knocked that off my shoulder.
You remember those
Duracell?
commercials?
Yeah, I do.
I dare you.
Knock it off. So knock it off so I can finish, Carl.
That's right. I'm knocking it.
No, but really pleased with the way the softball team played, the way they're coached. I think they're going to be. We're looking for some bright days ahead.
All right. No doubt. And San Angelo Central's unbeaten this year, by the way. That's how good that program is.
Yeah, they're good, Carl. I'm telling you, I was extremely impressed. From top to bottom, they stroke the ball. I mean, it's line drives and hard ground balls and balls in the gap. You don't see many pop-ups. They don't strike out. Their pitcher throws strikes, and they play great defense.
All right. I was going to come out, but I got corralled into watching Seminole and Decatur play basketball last night at the
Seminole,
Coliseum.
okay. Who won that game?
Seminole.
Really?
They're pretty good.
Beat
They've
Decatur?
got Argyle coming up Friday. They may be playing here.
I'll be dang.
We'll find out later today.
On another note, JV tennis, we hosted several schools yesterday. We came out on top as usual. Coach Blasek and Coach Hutchins do a great job. I got to sit out there in the great sunshine and got me some vitamin D and got to watch some JV tennis. So really pleased with them. Look forward to the match tomorrow with our varsity tournament kicking off. So it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a great rest of the week for us.
Yeah. We'll talk about Bluebonnet relays in a moment, but what else is on the schedule this week?
We got, like I said, we're hosting the Brownwood tournament for tennis tomorrow. Also, our junior high Bluebonnets will kick off tomorrow. I'll let Coach Howard speak on the track stuff. He can give you results of the Brock meet as well, and then talk a little bit more about that, and then talk about our JV Bluebonnets that we hosted. But we'll host our junior high Bluebonnets tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and then Friday we'll have our boys soccer team will be at Graham. Big game for them, opportunity for them to get in the win column in district. The girls will be hosting Graham at Howard Payne's soccer facility because we're hosting the Bluebonnet. Softball will be at Breckenridge. They'll play at 4:30 and 6:30. Of course, we have our varsity Bluebonnets with the Division II small schools starting at 9 in the morning. Division I big schools, that's 4 through 6A. Coach Harold will hit on. They'll start at 4. Our girls will go to Lubbock and play in the regional preview tournament. That'll be Friday and Saturday, and then our boys are headed to Glen Rose to play in a 2-day tournament there on Friday and Saturday. So our slate is full. We got kids going everywhere. Great things from the governor. So hopefully we're getting back to normal, and I'm excited about all that.
That's right. The mask mandate ends on the 10th.
Hallelujah.
We're not wearing masks anyway, but anyway. All right. Man, it is full. Plate is busy. We got a lot of track to talk with. Boys head coach Andy Howard has joined us. Again, happy belated birthday to your youngest, Grant, on Monday.
Yes, sir.
I know he's good buds with Coach Sammy right
That's
here.
right. We
He
got the
is.
same mentality.
He said he's a country boy, loves tractors
loves
and
it.
livestock.
Oh, he loves to go feed the cows in the evening. A lot of times it's dark at night when we're doing it, but he loves to get on that tractor and go put out a bell and watch the cows come feed. So
It's awesome.
just good quality time with him.
Well, I hope he's watching Dad on video right now or on the radio.
I hope he is too.
Your first time to do the video, by the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A little different.
He doesn't look as pretty as us. He must not made it to the prep room where they put our makeup on.
He missed that part, did he?
He's young, too.
I think I miss it every time we go on, apparently. All right, so let's talk a little track right here. You've had a couple of meets, the Brock meet, so just kind of give us a rundown on that and what you saw.
Yes, sir. Well, we've, of course, I'm on the boys' side. We took quite a few guys. I think we took 47 boys down to Brock last week and competed in the JV and the varsity divisions over there. It was a good meet. There were 7 schools at that meet and some good competition. Our kids right now, what we're trying to do with our track boys is trying to gear towards, the district track meet. We're trying to still figure out where our kids need to be and how they can point for us and how we can make our team as strong as we can. And so we're still figuring those things out. We've got a few more kids coming out from basketball and soccer now that are going to run for us, and so trying to fit them in events as well, and see where their strengths are. And that's what you use these meets for, is to kind of fill out your team, see who can be on the relays, and see who can win some individuals and point for you, not only at the first place, but at a 5th and 6th place too. Those count as well. So. Yeah. We're trying to max out points, and the way you win district championships is with numbers. You'll have some quality runners, but then you also have some good runners that can help your team as well, and I think we got a good mix of those.
All right, before we get to the Bluebonnet relays, district meet is when and where?
District meet is going to be here in Brownwood. We're hosting, and it's March 31st is going to be the field events and the prelims, and then we're going to come back on April the 1st, the following day, and have the running finals.
All right. Have you seen anything else from other teams in our district? Any favorites out there right now? Anybody to watch?
Well, Stephenville has a lot of throwers, and so their strength is in their throwers. We have some quality throwers as well that are working hard, and so I have seen them. But as you get on the internet and you can look up times and whatnot. But with the ice coming in the week before, eliminated some of those meets, and so we've only run in 1 meet so far. We'd like to have 2 under our belt, and so we're a little behind schedule. That's why I think next week's spring break is going to be crucial for us, to continue to work through that spring break and go to a meet, next week as well. So still kind of early in the year, and if somebody was looking at us, there's still some unknowns too. We haven't put some kids on the track that they're going to see at district. So we're excited. We just got to get them out there and get them running.
All right, let's talk about Bluebonnet relays. Friday, first off, kind of run down the schedule if you don't mind.
Okay. Friday is our varsity meet, and so we hosted with the COVID restrictions, we've had to split our divisions and allow only so many kids at a track meet, and so we hosted a JV Bluebonnet meet Monday night, and we had 8 schools at it.
Oh, wow.
And so that's the max, that's a cap. So that's the most that you can have at a meet, and a lot of area schools came to that meets: Graham, Stephenville, Brock, Lampasas, Bangs, Early. Clyde. We actually put in 2 JV teams on our end, and so it was full. It was a full meet. It was a great night. Everything was run really smooth. We have a lot of community support that comes out and helps us with that, and put on events or host or judge the separate events, and they did a great job there. And so it went really smooth, and our JV kids ran really well. And we had 2 teams. We actually entered 2 teams and had 41 boys. We had 41 boys just on the JV running that night. So we're just trying to get kids out there competing and running on the track. And then the girls did really well that night too. And so they've got their group, their team. I'm speaking for Coach Neely here, but their team is really young, and they've got some good ones coming. She actually has quite a few freshmen running up on the varsity, so she's got a strong team and a big future for them as well. Friday is our varsity meets, and so we're actually, because of we always wanted to make this thing as big as we can make it, and actually overbooked this meet until, before the restrictions came out. So I had to call a couple of teams back and say, hey, I've got to go with the first 8 that committed, and so had to uninvite them and so pull them out. But we're going to have at 9 o'clock Friday morning, we're going to have our small school division, which is Division 2. And we've got Early, Bangs, Cherokee, Roscoe, San Saba, Eastland, Whitney, and Brady all coming to that. So those are the 8 schools that are going to be in attendance at 9 o'clock starting the field events. We'll come in with the running finals at 11 with those guys. So once we've cleared them from the stadium, then we'll bring in our big schools, our Division 1, which is going to consist of we got Brock, us, Graham, Harker Heights, Killeen High, Lampasas, and Stephenville all coming so to the big school meet. So that will start at 4 o'clock with our field events, and then we'll be running around 6 o'clock that evening.
Boy, so pretty much all day at Gordonwood Stadium, and you mentioned some of the smaller schools. Cherokee's got this kid that won state, I think, in the 200 last. I think he's back this year to be running.
Yes, they have a couple of state qualifiers coming back. So they were all in. They wanted in that meet. They came last year,
Yeah.
and enjoyed it. And so we think if we can just get them here, then they'll always will want to come back. We have Britt Loudermilk. You know, he takes care of that pit down there. Sausage, brisket, pulled pork.
Oh, yeah.
All you can eat. You know, you better get down there and get you some of that.
All right,
It's
do
good
you
stuff.
need volunteers, workers still?
Always. You know, we have. I don't want to say we have too many volunteers, but we have a lot of people wanting to volunteer, and that's awesome. You can come out, like I said, on Friday at 9 a.m. If you show up, come find me. I'll find you a job for sure. And then same for that meet that evening at 4 o'clock. If you're willing to come out and want to volunteer, we can find you something to do for sure.
Oh man, all day track at Gordonwood Stadium. That's going to be a lot of fun out there.
Absolutely.
Weather looks great too.
On that same note, you know, we've really pushed hard to get the district track meet here in Brownwood because of the fact that we have so much community involvement. And a lot of times when you go to district track meets, your coaches spend a lot of their time running off an event, and it's difficult for them to coach their kids. So it was important for us, we felt, to get the meet here. We want to host it. We think we can do it better than anybody. We have volunteer support that run those events off so that our coaches can coach, and that was the big pitch for me. So if you're not able to help and you want to help, we always need help on the March the 31st and April the 1st. If you want to get with me or Coach Howard and sign up to work that district track meet, that is vital. And like I said, my big pitch to the districts were, if you do it and you come here, we're going to run it right. We'll feed you, and we'll also run the meet off so that you can coach your kids, and that's what you're paid to do. So if you want to come help on the 31st and the 1st, we'll take it.
All right, yeah, that's the district track meet coming to Gordonwood Stadium too. After all, it's beautiful. Look at it behind us right
It
now. Who
is.
wouldn't want to come to Gordonwood Stadium and run track?
Yeah, you know, I'm a lover of track. I've always liked track. Even when I was a baseball coach, I was intrigued by it. So anytime that I had time off, I was going to help at a track meet or watching the track meet. And when we got Coach Howard, you can see how passionate he is about everything he does. He's an A+ coach. I mean, he can do it as good as anybody in the state of Texas, and our goal was to get that Blue Bonnets back to where it used to be when we were young, and the traditions that it have. And to be honest, there's a lot of coaches around that ask us, well, you know, what's going on with the Blue Bonnets, what do we want? And when Coach Howard sort of took the lead on that, even last year, I mean, grinding to get people to come back, and did a great job. And even through this COVID stuff, he's filled the meets, and couldn't be any happier. I'm excited again to get to host those and let people see what a quality track's all about, and our kids getting out there and competing. And the number of the kids that we have out competing right now is important to me. And Coach Howard is serious about what he does, and is serious about track and finding ways to make our kids stronger and faster, and using track as an avenue to help those kids propel in other, be successful in other sports. And that's sort of his mission is we're using track as a way to become better athletes and go have fun. But, you know, just like he said, that guy that goes out there, or a girl that runs and gets 6th place and gets that point for their team is huge. And, you know, everybody can't win the race. You know, someone's going to win and someone's going to lose, but you can point and you can go help your team become successful. I think the lessons that you learn in track, just going out there and competing, knowing that you're probably not going to win, but the desire that you have to go out and compete anyway, I think is where success starts. And people that are willing to go out there and compete, knowing that they have an opportunity to face failure, but yet do it anyway and have the courage to do it, are the ones that become successful in life. And that's the lessons that he's teaching our kids. And man, we had great numbers probably for the first time, I know, since I've been here, and maybe in a lot of years as a head coach for me, that we've been able to put 2 relays out on the track.
Yeah.
And he did that the other night with our JV. That's just a testament to our kids and the work ethic and the leadership that he's bringing to our program.
Absolutely. Coach Howard, you mentioned, of course, you talked about Blue Bonnet relays. Do you have something coming up next week on the schedule?
We do. We will continue to run. We'll still have practices next week, and then we're going to run Atlant Passes at the Johnny Lamb Jones relays.
Oh,
so we're going to.
What day is that?
That'll be next Thursday evening. We're going to head out there. And I did want to mention too, you know, tomorrow night, Thursday night, we're going to host the junior high Blue Bonnets. So we do have some teams coming tomorrow night as well. That will start at 4 o'clock. And then didn't want to leave off our sponsors. We have some sponsorships for the Blue Bonnet Relays. Landmark Life does an unbelievable job. They've always sponsored our Blue Bonnet Relays. We really appreciate them. Smile Doctors is new to our sponsorship group, and so we're excited that they're willing to come on board. They're going to volunteer to help some of their staff are going to volunteer to help as well. So we're excited about them helping us put on the meet. BSN Sports is also been a previous sponsor, and they're continuing to do that.
Keith Wolf and his bud, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then MC Bank has been a previous sponsor, and they've been willing to help us this year as well. So we
Man,
appreciate them.
Great sponsors, Blue Bonnet Relays.
Makes
I'm
me smile.
excited,
It gets me excited too, because the involvement that the community has, talking about from sponsors to volunteers to, it's just amazing. Blue Bonnets are back, boy.
That's it. Let's bring it on. Friday, small school started what time? 9 o'clock? And then all day, pretty much small school, bigger school divisions. And you said the JV tomorrow night.
No, junior high.
Tomorrow
Yes, sir.
night, beginning at 4.
4 o'clock.
Also at Gordonwood Stadium. Man, great stuff. Looking forward to getting the Blue Bonnet Relays again. Man, it's wonderful.
It is wonderful, and we're going to have good weather.
We are going to have, I know, what was it, 3 years ago, Derek? Rained. Nasty, terrible. But this year's going to be nice.
And sausage.
And sausage wraps. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask Coach Howard again. Anything else on the track program or anything else, Coach?
No, sir. We're just proud of our kids and proud of their involvement. I would like to talk about our seniors real quick.
Sure,
Yeah, you
absolutely.
know what you want.
I've got we've got a good group of seniors, and leadership is important in every sport, and for seniors to go out in the spring, after a football year or whatever their premier sport is, whether it be track or basketball or whatever, but to come out and continue their career and finish up is extremely important. And it's going to help our program in the future. I tell those guys, you're the foundation for 2 years from now, because we want our sophomores and our juniors and our freshmen all to see seniors out here, because then they feel like it invites them out to compete for their team later on. Zach Bond's one of our seniors. He's a great hurdler for us. He's going to do big things. Blake Brashear is his first year to run as a senior. He's doing really well for us. Jimmy Brown is a thrower for shot and disc for us. Hunter Days running the 400. He actually won the 400 last week at Brock, and so he'll be on our mile relay and 400. Blaze Espinoza is a shot put guy for us. He's doing a good job. Michael Phelps is going to be a distance guy for us. Jared Northcutt throwing the disc. Cameron Phipps, Brad Robinson, and then Nathan Willington is a runner for us. So proud of those guys, proud of those seniors coming out and finishing their careers.
Awesome. Thank you for getting those in. How many quarterbacks do you see going out and throwing a shot put?
I know, and it's crazy. And Blaze does a good job. He's a good shot putter. He really is.
That's
You got to
awesome.
have technique to do that, and he does. He does a good job of it.
All right. Well, Andy Howard, thank you for being here.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you Friday out and about at the Blue Bonnet Relays, I'm
Yes,
sure,
sir.
at some point. Coach Sammy Burnett. Man, busy weekend
Yeah,
coming up.
something we didn't hit, I want to hit on. We talked about soccer and the struggles they're having. We lost a goalie to an injury, and we also have another defender out to a hip avulsion fracture. So, going through this time of year, kids are doing a lot of things. Sometimes we have some injuries. I looked over during the off season or during the athletic period yesterday, and we got a pretty dang good team sitting over there that are banged up, that something happened to them. So even through all that, through the soccer and through the track and through the baseball with the injuries that we have, because there's not a sport that we don't have going right now that aren't missing a couple of kids that are trying to get back, on that active roster to play. Our kids are still persevering through that, and injuries are just part of athletics, and there may be minor injuries that take several weeks to heal, but like I said, for us to get the number of kids out and to be able to replace those kids and put people in those positions to be successful, I think is important, but yet still have an opportunity to look into the future and see, once we get those kids back, how much better the programs are going to be. So
All right.
just want to
Well
throw that
said.
in there. Just want to throw that in there.
Absolutely. Glad you did.
I feel
Man.
sorry for those kids that work, then they get some kind of nagging injury and they're not able to go out and compete. But they do a great job of supporting their teammates.
Boy, no doubt about that. Great show today. We got a lot in.
We sure did.
We did. All right. Oh, looky there. Star says.
Let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Avalon Custom Homes, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bond Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith & Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas. Just another great example of people leading the community that allow us to do the things that we do. That's why we're so special.
Amen to that.
You know what? It's amazing.
Yep, Coach, I'm sure we'll see you out and about here the next couple of days. Coach Sandy Bird and Coach Howard, too. Appreciate you being here. Thanks to our producer, engineer, back behind the scenes back here, Miss Star.
You'll see him bringing his bullwhip out there whipping me all week, all day Friday, telling me to do this or do that. He bosses me around all the
Who,
time.
Coach Howard?
Yes.
Oh, man. All right, looking forward to the Blue Bonnet Relays. Again, that's going to do it for the Coaches Show for this Wednesday. Every Monday and Wednesday at this time on KOXC 101.3 and video streamed at KOXC.com.